Every night, the same dream seems to return, an angelic voice rising from silence, filling the air with breathtaking emotion. That voice belongs to Celine Tam, a young girl whose extraordinary talent didn't merely impress audiences, it moved them to tears. Her journey from a small apartment in Hong Kong to one of the world's biggest stages is the kind of story that feels almost cinematic. What began as a simple moment, a child singing in the family car, quickly evolved into something far greater. Within a few short years, she stood before millions, captivating judges and viewers alike. Yet behind the standing ovations and viral fame lay a more complicated truth. Celine's rise was dazzling, but the aftermath revealed the hidden cost of growing up in the spotlight. Hers is a story not only of talent, but of resilience, pressure, and quiet strength. Early life, a home filled with melody. Born on November 22, 2007, in Hong Kong, Celine Tam entered a household where music was woven into everyday life. Her father, Dr. Steve Tam, was a passionate music educator who believed deeply in nurturing artistic potential. Her mother ensured their home was constantly filled with song, turning ordinary family moments into musical memories. Celine and her younger sister, Dion, were both named in admiration of legendary vocalist Celine Dion, whose influence shaped their early musical exposure. From an astonishingly young age, Celine displayed unusual vocal ability. At just 3 years old, she stunned her father by singing "My Heart Will Go On" with remarkable pitch and emotion during a casual car ride. That moment was pivotal. It was no longer just childhood play. It was the first glimpse of something extraordinary. Music wasn't simply an interest. It was embedded in her identity from the very beginning. Early training, discipline behind the gift. Recognizing that his daughter possessed rare potential, Dr. Tam committed himself to developing her talent responsibly. Training began early but was never forced. Instead, it was guided with care and structure. Celine explored a range of musical styles, learning not only vocal control but emotional storytelling. She practiced breath support, tone clarity, and stage composure, skills many performers take years to master. Her father balanced dual roles as both mentor and parent, ensuring that her childhood remained intact while her abilities flourished. He later founded a singing academy, creating an environment where young artists could learn. Yet Celine's well-being always came first. The discipline she developed during these years shaped her resilience. While other children were discovering hobbies, Celine was refining technique and building confidence. These early foundations prepared her not only for competitions, but for the intense scrutiny that would follow when the world finally noticed her remarkable voice. First public appearances. Stepping into the spotlight. Celine's transition from home performances to public stages began with local competitions, including appearances on children's talent programs such as Let's Sing Kids. These early performances revealed more than technical skill. They showcased her emotional maturity. Audiences were often stunned by the depth she conveyed in songs far beyond her years. Standing beneath bright lights, she learned to manage nerves and transform anxiety into expression. Judges praised her ability to connect authentically with listeners, an ability that cannot be easily taught. Each contest strengthened her confidence and refined her stage presence. At an age when most children fear public speaking, Celine stood tall before strangers and sang with conviction. These experiences were essential stepping stones. They introduced her to applause, critique, and competition. Most importantly, they signaled that her voice was ready for something bigger. The world beyond Hong Kong was waiting, though she could not yet know how dramatically her life would change. The breakthrough, America's Got Talent audition. Everything changed in 2017 when Celine auditioned for America's Got Talent. At only 9 years old, she walked confidently onto one of television's biggest stages. Choosing once again to sing "My Heart Will Go On," she paid tribute to the artist who inspired her name and childhood dreams. The moment she began, the auditorium fell silent. Her voice carried astonishing control, purity, and emotional depth. Each note resonated with haunting clarity, surprising even seasoned judges. The performance was not simply impressive, it was transformative. Viewers around the world watched in awe as a small girl delivered a performance that felt timeless. When she reached the soaring high notes, the room erupted in applause. The audition quickly went viral, spreading across social media platforms and news outlets. In a single evening, Celine Tam became an international sensation, her name known far beyond Hong Kong. Judges' reactions. A golden buzzer moment. The judging panel's response was immediate and emotional. Simon Cowell, often known for stern critiques, praised her remarkable technique and composure. Heidi Klum admired her sweetness and confidence, while Mel B and Howie Mandel commended her rare gift. The defining moment came when guest judge Laverne Cox pressed the golden buzzer. Golden confetti rained down as Celine stood stunned, tears filling her eyes while her family rushed the stage. The buzzer guaranteed her advancement to the live shows, solidifying her breakthrough. The clip of that moment spread rapidly online, earning millions of views within days. It was more than a competition highlight. It was a cultural moment that introduced the world to a young prodigy whose voice transcended age and language. The semifinals. Rising pressure. Advancing to the semifinals, Celine faced heightened expectations. She chose "How Am I Supposed to Live Without You?" originally performed by Michael Bolton, a demanding ballad requiring both strength and emotional nuance. The stage was larger, the stakes higher, and the audience even more critical. Despite her youth, she delivered a controlled and heartfelt performance. Her confidence was evident, yet the immense pressure was impossible to ignore. Competing against diverse acts, she confronted the reality that talent alone does not guarantee victory. Although her journey on the show eventually ended, she had already captured global admiration. The semifinals marked both a peak and a turning point. The applause was thunderous, but the competition's conclusion meant returning to everyday life, with fame now attached to her identity. The spotlight that once felt thrilling would soon reveal its weight. Life after fame, the hidden cost. When the show ended, Celine's life did not slow down. It grew more complicated. Public recognition brought expectations that followed her into daily routines. Balancing schoolwork, training, interviews, and appearances became exhausting. The world that once cheered her now watched closely for every misstep. Maintaining vocal excellence while navigating adolescence proved challenging. Fame created opportunities, yet it also imposed pressure to remain extraordinary. The simplicity of singing for joy gradually shifted toward performance as responsibility. Even with unwavering family support, the emotional strain of constant visibility was undeniable. Growing up is difficult under any circumstances. Growing up while millions remember your childhood brilliance is far more complex. Celine faced the challenge of redefining herself beyond a single viral performance. The glitter of televised success began to fade, revealing the resilience required to move forward privately while carrying public expectations. Growing up in public, identity, and resilience. The most difficult chapter of Celine's story lies not in competition, but in maturation. Transitioning from child prodigy to teenager under global scrutiny is emotionally demanding. The public often expects perfection, leaving little room for normal mistakes or growth. For Celine, adolescence unfolded beneath the memory of a golden buzzer moment. Friendships, schooling, and personal exploration were influenced by her public image. Yet through these challenges, she demonstrated quiet resilience. Supported by her family, she worked to maintain balance and perspective. Talent may have opened doors, but strength of character sustained her. Her journey illustrates how fame can amplify vulnerability, particularly for young performers. Still, her voice remains a symbol of possibility. Whether she continues pursuing music professionally or chooses a quieter path, Celine Tam's story stands as both inspiration and caution, a reminder that behind every viral sensation is a human being navigating life in real time. Conclusion: beyond the spotlight, Celine Tam's journey is more than a tale of extraordinary talent. It is a portrait of courage beneath pressure. From a toddler singing in a car to a golden buzzer moment watched worldwide, her rise was breathtaking. Yet the quieter chapters reveal deeper truths about fame, identity, and growing up. She touched millions with a voice that seemed heaven-sent, but her real strength lies in her resilience beyond the stage. The world may remember the confetti and applause, but her story continues off camera, shaped by determination and hope. Whether she returns to global stages or chooses a life away from constant scrutiny, her impact endures. Celine Tam remains a symbol of raw ability and fragile humanity, proof that even the brightest stars must learn to shine on their own terms.